everyone, it's me Luigi, and welcome to the last episode on the Overcast network. Saying that sounds really weird to me because I never really thought that would have happened, or I never really pictured it. I always figured it would end eventually, this series, the Overcast network, but I never really thought too much about it because I don't know. I always felt like it's gonna be so far in the distance, it's never gonna happen. So I never really put too much time to this, but on the bright side, a new series is going to be starting after this. The way I'm starting this episode sounds like really sad and everything, but it's not really too big of a deal. Basically, I'm going to be ending the Overcast series, and I'm going to be starting a Lifeboat series, which is basically the exact same thing, only with a different name, so there's not really much to worry about in terms of content on this channel. I mean, there's still going to be Overcast, but it's just going to be followed by a different name. So right now, I decided that we should probably end off this series by doing a few nostalgia maps, considering, I don't know, it's been 4 years since I've played on the server, so I thought that it would be fitting to play on the maps, or play, the last episode would be on basically the same maps that I played on the first episode. I think. I don't know, I kind of think I played like Tree of Life on the first episode in us.oc.tc or something like that. So, I started to oh, okay, this is really bad for us. I started the series a few months after I started actually playing on the server, so maybe it won't be as nostalgic as those first episodes, but oh well. I'm just gonna try and player up here and not get bombed, which is the plan. Because if we get carpet bombed, we basically lost. Hello there, Joe. Let's kill you. And so, I'm going to try and make this map, or I'm going to hope that this map isn't rushed. I can't really make the map not be rushed. I can't really control what my team does. Or what I could sort of control what the other team does, but that's kind of difficult. I could try and stop them, but I can't stop all of them, is basically what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to end up putting those blocks of TNT okay! That was a mistake. Whoops. So I guess I could talk a little bit about how I came about to play on the Overcast. It would be a good topic for the last episode. Somebody's going to Icarus across. That guy went way too far. He's not going to be able to make it back. Almost, though. I think I've already talked about this a few times before, but I don't know. It's been a long time since I have, so maybe there's a few new people here that want to be, I guess, informed about how I joined. So it basically started like around April 2012 is basically when I'm gonna jump down here, and I guess I'm gonna be doing TNT run, so I'm gonna not be able to concentrate as much on what I was gonna be talking about because I have to try and make sure that I don't end up dying here. So I'm just gonna take out all of the supplies, or most of them, which is the plan, and maybe kill this guy too while I'm at it, because he is fairly persistent. I have a lot of TNT in my inventory right now, I think. Hold on a sec. I'm just going to block this up. So I joined this server April 2012 because I was playing on a survival game servers with one of my very, very old friends, Noah Priz, which I guess I can't really, like an acquaintance, I guess. I haven't talked to him in like 3 years, so I don't know. Basically what ended up happening is that we were watching a streamer. You might have heard of him before. He's called Cilantro Gamer, and he was playing on survival game servers, so we decided to hop on. I actually didn't know who he was. Noah did, apparently. So I'm going to go ahead for the core right now. Actually, I'm going to be doing toggle admin chat. Never mind, because this guy is going to be killing me, so hold on a second. Chat. There we go. I'm just going to block off that text in post-editing just in case. So we were playing on a survival game server, and what ended up happening is that the game ended, and he left the server and was like, hey, let's just go and play on this server. And the server that he hopped on was Overcast. So we ended up hopping on the server too. We didn't know what was going on. We just kind of followed him around to see what he was playing. And the first map that we played on was Spaceship Battles. I remember not knowing what I was doing at all. I was basically the typical noob player where I had no idea what was going on. TNT was flying everywhere. But the thing about it back in the day, I guess I could say, that makes me sound a little bit old, was that everyone was kind of like that because it was new. I broke the wrong blocks. Whoopsie daisy. So there wasn't too much of a skill gap compared to me, or with me compared to everyone else. It was basically just I didn't really know what I was doing. That was the gap. It was the knowledge gap, not the skill gap. So after that, I guess Cilantro decided to leave, but we decided to stay on because we found it pretty fun. And one thing led to another, and I stayed on the server for many years to come. I kind of skipped over a lot of things there. Basically, that's how I joined the server, though. I joined from a live stream by Cilantro Gamer, played a few nostalgia maps. No, I didn't really play on the server too much, but I found it a lot of fun, so I played it quite a bit. But this map is about to end, so I guess I'll continue this conversation as soon as the next map starts, which shouldn't be very long, because I'll be doing a jump cut. So, be right back. And welcome back. We are here playing Urban Jungle, unfortunately on Destroy, but there isn't really anywhere else to put this map on, considering that Conquer was removed not too long ago. This is also a fairly old map. Yeah, but the server Nostalgia never played it because Koth wasn't supported after PGM 2.0. At the beginning of PGM 2.0. There we go. So this is a King of the Hill map. I don't think I said, but Airship Battles is a 2-team to DTC. I guess I just assumed that everybody knew that at that point. So let's go ahead and put on this armor and try and rush mid. This is a Koth map, so you have to get to 100% of the hill to win. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about how I met the Overcast network. There's some How I Met Your Mother joke in there somewhere, but it was terrible. I also didn't get the Sharpness Iron Sword, so let's go ahead. Only real nostalgia. This is real nostalgia, though. I think the guy doesn't realize that this is like one of the first maps ever created. So, like, this wasn't on old nostalgia because Koth wasn't supported for a long time after 2.0 came out. PGM 2.0, that is. So there's that. But I think I just finished talking about how I first joined the server and how I continued playing. So I guess I could talk about my experience in the first tournament, which was the beta tournament. That was, I think, 3 years ago at this point. I think it was a year after I joined when they started making actual tournaments. So what ended up happening is the beta tournament, which was, I'm trying to think, I think it was like Race for Victory 2, Harb. And those are, I think, the only two maps that my team played, and my team was Mumble, play on words for Mumble, because the whole team was made of Mumble regulars, and we lost 2-0 the game. Set next Spaceship Battles. Let's go ahead and have that cycle. So I guess I'll talk while I'm cycling maps because I'm kind of in the middle of talking. So what ended up happening is that our team got 2-0'd by Impact, and we lost in the first round. I think there was 8 teams that, was there 8 teams or 16 teams that tournament? I don't know. It was a really small tournament, of course, because the server itself is pretty small, and it was also the first tournament. It was a beta tournament, so everything was new. Nobody really knew what they were doing. There were no advanced tactics. It was all pretty basic. Like, even the lowest tier teams right now would probably be able to take on the highest tier teams 3 years ago for just how much the meta has advanced, I guess, at that point. There wasn't, why didn't I could just run off the edge and just take the damage. I kind of forgot to do that, though. So what ended up happening is that we just got completely destroyed. We didn't really have much communication. Even we were bad, and it was like the first tournament. So just imagine, to put that in perspective, it was the first tournament. Nobody really knew what they were doing, and we still got destroyed by Impact. So just imagine how bad our team was. It's basically just getting a whole bunch of getting a whole bunch of public players that have never really played in a tournament setting before, and just set them against a fairly good team. And that's basically how much we got destroyed. I don't really remember too much about it besides that we got completely blown out on RF2 and it ended in 5 minutes basically, and then we got completely destroyed on Herb. Yep. There we go. So that was my first tournament experience, and then after that, all of the rest of the tournaments, basically, I was on Team Fishy, which unfortunately never won a tournament. We did come in, or technically we came in second for Raiders of the Lost Wool because Impact was DQ'd, but we didn't accept the second place victory. We didn't accept second place. Basically, we just decided that, not decided, just we basically got third because of what happened. The third was our actual position that we would have got because we lost. Raiders of the Lost Wool. That was the right. Yeah, that was the right tournament. What's it called? We ended up losing to Starfish in the semifinals, which was what was it? Semifinals, which was Golden Drought 3. It was a really intense game too. It was basically, it came down to the last second. We were running back with the one wool that we needed, and then it ended up that we got shot off, and then we lost. So that was fun. That was a really fun tournament, though. Even though we didn't win, that was a really, really fun tournament. And then the rest of the tournaments, I don't think we ever came even close to how well we did in that tournament. Did we not destroy the whole entire monument? No? Oh, okay. The top pieces, the hardest pieces to blow up, haven't blown up yet. I can technically use a pick on this, but I'm just going to go ahead and use one block of TNT like that, and that should be enough. So let's go ahead and get the core, and maybe we could get a clean sweep. Never mind, let's just kill this guy quickly because he doesn't have armor. And then go like this. There's another guy right next to me that I saw there, but it looks like my teammate's going to take care of him. It's always really difficult to try and find. There it is. Never mind. I lied. Okay. That kind of backfired on me. Thanks, teammate. I know you didn't mean to do that, but that makes things a lot more difficult. So I have to move here now. Let's go ahead and eat this golden apple. Break this block, and you can link the monument from right over here, or the core. I mean, not the monument. So yeah, I think second place was the best we got, and then we did really well. Breaking core, we did really well in the qualifiers, I should say, of breaking core, where we came in first ranking overall in the qualifiers, and then we kind of just lost the first round of invitationals. So I'm gonna go ahead and find another map to set, and then I'll meet you guys back when I can talk about a little bit more stuff. So what better way to finish off a series than finish off with the map that I started it off with? I probably could have phrased that a little bit better, but what's an Overcast video without some terrible phrasing? Since October, why not classical Halloween remakes? That's actually a pretty good idea. I might do that after I end off this episode, because this is going to be the last map that I play on the Overcast Network, although it's kind of technically Lifeboat right now. I mean, on the Overcast Network series, but I'm assuming most of you guys figured that out by now, because I kind of directly told you that I'm going to be ending off the Overcast series and then just renaming it to Lifeboat, as there's been a rebrand now, basically, and I don't want to be making videos on a server that's been closed, and people are going to be like looking up Lifeboat, Lifeboat episode 1, and then they won't be seeing any of my videos because even though I'm playing on the same server, I have the wrong name for it. It's like people who, I guess this is a decent analogy, of people who used to play on Kohi or make Kohi videos, and now that the server is gone, they would just rename it to Badline because the server itself is Badline now. Although I'm not too familiar with I guess that part of the community, so I'm not too sure if people actually still call the Kohi part of Badline Kohi, or if there even is one. But let's not get into that conversation right now, and let's just finish off and I guess get my last words out that I want to say, although I don't really know what I want to say. I guess I'll just say thanks to Apple and Angst for creating the server, considering that I've been playing on it for 4 years now. I kind of appreciate what you guys have done for the community, and I guess for the rest of the admins. And I think somebody's rushing right now. I'm going to get shot off here. I'm going to run back so somebody else can get shot off instead. No, nobody got shot off. Somebody just rushed, I think. Huh. So yeah, just all of the admins, I guess all of the mods, everybody on Team Fishy, Eclipsin, Koipin, Magnus, AFG, Release the Beast, Hey It's Me, Bob. I'm trying to go really far back. I think Bibu was on the team at one point. We had Tropical Crayon, we had 96 Alex, we had there's a whole bunch of people. Actually, I think I'm gonna stop the names there. So I think I've named like half of the people. So the other half, there's a whole bunch of other people that I'm not gonna be able to remember the names of everyone that was on Team Fishy at one point, because it's been 3.5 years, and there's been quite a few people on Team Fishy, if I'm not mistaken. I think I just named all of the core people. And people, oh, and Marble, how could I forget Marble? He was a fun guy, but he stopped playing a long time ago, which is a little bit sad. And hopefully this map doesn't end really soon, because that would be kind of sucky. I guess it wouldn't be an Overcast video without at least one map ending within, or without at least like 5 maps ending within 10 seconds. I guess that's what happens with nostalgic maps. They were made a long time ago, so the meta nowadays is changed a lot. And there's also not too many people on here right now because it's the middle of a school day. I guess for the rest of the world, I don't know if you guys have. You guys don't have Thanksgiving, or I'm saying you guys like. Oh well, that ended. That was quick. I was saying you guys, like everyone here besides me is American, but Canadians have Thanksgiving off. But I just want to say thanks to everybody who's also watched my videos over the years. I'm kind of sounding a little bit emotional now, like my voice is getting a little bit shaky, just thinking about how much fun I've had on the server. But with that, I think that'll be the end for this series. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, a like is always helpful, and I'll be seeing you guys in another video.